Hayden Panettiere drops a wild story in her new memoir and the internet immediately starts playing detective. One name keeps getting thrown around. Diana Jenkins is not having it. Her team just made crystal clear, claims she did it and you're getting sued. In This Is Me, A Reckoning, Panettiere recounts being 18 years old on a luxury yacht. A woman she trusted, someone she saw as a protector, leads her downstairs into a tiny cabin and physically put her in bed next to an undressed man she describes as a very famous person.
And I realized that I was in danger, but by the time I realized I was in danger, I was quite literally out to sea. And it was that moment shook me. It was shocking, and I was quite literally walked down, and I had been having a great time. There was no hints of anything like that happening, so it took me. I was shocked. It took me by surprise, and it was led by somebody that I had grown to trust and see as a protector and somebody who had my back. And to be walked down the stairs, and it was as like a surprise, presented as though it was like a surprise. And it was this very small room, and she physically put me in the bed next to this undressed man who was very famous and had his hands like this, like this was just an average day for him. This is something that happens all the time. And I waited for her to leave, and I mean that lion in me, that fire in me, that my hair stood on end, and I became ferocious. I was like, this is not happening. But I had nowhere to hide, and I bolted, and I hid wherever I could think of to hide on a boat. There was no jumping off and swimming away, and there was nobody who was going to. I realized that there was nobody who was going to be empathetic to my situation, that this was nothing new to them.
Panettiere says she shut it down hard, bolted, and hid until she could get out of there. She felt completely betrayed. In the book, she gives the woman a fake name, Stella, and does not identify the man beyond calling him a famous 30-something British singer and songwriter. She also skips naming him in interviews, citing professional and legal reasons. That should have been the end of the naming game. Instead, the comment section and conspiracy corners went full CSI Beverly Hills. People zeroed in on Diana Jenkins fast. Why? She and Panettiere had a known friendship back in the late 2000s. Panettiere even appeared in Jenkins' 2009 photo book, Room 23. In the memoir, Panettiere herself calls the friendship weird, pointing out the almost 30-year age gap and how, at that stage of her life, she was figuring out adult relationships after firing her mom as manager. Jenkins threw parties where Panettiere met famous people, including the man who later became her fiancé. That combination of age difference, glamour, and old Hollywood adjacent rumors was all the internet needed. Then, the old scandals got dusted off and put back in the spotlight. For years, certain gossip groups claimed Jenkins was running some kind of high-end introduction service involving young actresses and rich or famous men, sometimes tied to yachts. Panettiere's name floated in those old blind items. Jenkins has always denied every version of the story, and she even sued the crazy day and night blogger over trafficking and murder allegations. And the case ended with a settlement and a public apology from the blogger. Those same old theories are now getting recycled next to Panettiere's new yacht story, even though the books never linked the two women to that specific night. Diana's side did not stay quiet. Her team told outlets the claim was false, that this is just another round of the same online rumors she has dealt with before, and that anyone who says she is the woman from the boat will be sued. They also noted that she has taken people to court over similar accusations in the past and come out with settlements in her favor. So the official line is simple: not her. Stop saying it's her or prepare for legal paperwork. Now, for the part everyone actually came for, what people are saying in the comments and conspiracy threads. Online, the theory split into a few camps. One group is convinced the timeline, the age gap, the Room 23 connection, and the old Yacht rumors make Jenkins the only logical candidate, even though Panettiere never named her. Another group points out that Panettiere deliberately used a pseudonym and has refused to confirm any name, so pinning it on Jenkins is pure fan fiction. A third group is busy trying to guess the British singer-songwriter instead, throwing out every male artist who was famous and in his 30s around 2007 to 2008. Some comments claim the whole thing is just Panettiere settling scores. Others say the internet is doing exactly what it always does: take a traumatic story, strip out the actual victim's words, and turn it into a guessing game. A few people are asking the obvious question: if Panettiere wanted the public to know who it was, why use a fake name and then stay silent when the speculation started? Funny how the same people demanding names also get mad when the named person threatens to sue. Quick educational round before we wrap. A few things worth keeping straight. Panettiere was 18, which is legal adult age, but still very young in Hollywood eyes and brain development years. She has said in interviews that she felt mature at the time and only later realized how little control she actually had. The book separates the weird friendship with Jenkins from the Yacht story involving Stella. Those are presented as different people. Now, Jenkins has the documented history of hitting back legally when the trafficking and Madame rumors surfaced, and right now the only person confirming or denying any specific is Jenkins's team. Panettiere has not addressed the online guessing. The silence is part of while the speculation keeps spinning. That's the current state of the rumor mill, the denials, the old scandals, and the comment section detective work. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.